Alright guys, I'm going to do a little section on, not even, well, it's not going to be little at all my survival gear. So I have this container full of stuff, this container full of stuff, this is part of the container, and then I have one more bag here. So I'm going to do a big long section on my survival gear. This, if you remember, is the container I got from the dollar store. I get a lot of my stuff at the dollar store, guys. Some people like that, some people don't. They think it's gonna fail. Well, I just prefer it. I don't know about anybody else. If you got millions to spend on that stuff, go for it. But let's get into my medical kit. So this is basically everything I could pack in here, excluding I have large container of hydrogen peroxide. I have calamine lotion. I have petroleum jelly, alcohol. Most of the stuff's in here though. So I'll open it up, show you guys what I got. Tilt the camera a bit. And then I'll place everything up on top of the container here. So first I have the meds right on top. So I have a case of emergency diarrhea meds, and these tell you the ingredients and the dosage and the expiry date. These are 2017. Now, a lot of you think, well, you got to replace that as soon as 2017 rolls around. No. Even though it shows the expiry date, most powder hard medications like this you can keep for a long time. Their effectiveness may go down a little bit over time, but that's about it. But follow your own doctor's advice or whatever. I'm no expert, but I'm just telling you from research online. A lot of pharmacists and doctors said, yeah, they're worst case scenario, you can take this stuff. So just don't go crazy on it. Of course, that's my little disclaimer. So I have allergy meds. All this stuff was from the dollar store, by the way. I used the allergy meds this year. Work fantastic. Better than the $20 meds I pay at the pharmacy. And this was $3. And so I wrote allergy and the expiry date, and on the back is all the more information. So diarrhea meds, allergy meds. We got extra strength acetaminophen, 500 milligram tablets, sealed container. This one's 2018, and there's 36 in here. And this is basically good for well, a lot of stuff. I can read a little bit on here. Let's see. For the relief of fever and minor pain. So somebody sprains their ankle or gets a fever, gets real sick, you break that out. I have ibuprofen, 24 caplets, 200 milligrams. And this one's 2016 expiry date, so next year. But I'm not throwing it out for a couple. You can get about every 5 years. 5 years after the expiry, change your stuff out, and then you should be golden. You can't really go too wrong with that. And this one's for temporary relief of menstrual pain, toothache, minor aches and pains in muscles, bones, and joints, fever and headaches, and pain due to arthritis. So basically a pain med. Okay, and then that was just a little instructional. I have a hand antibacterial hand cleanser here. Works without water. Get perfect for cuts, wounds, and bug bites. You can put this on too. And also, if you've been following my channel, this is flammable. So a nice fire starter. I'll probably do more videos now with the new camera. and we'll go over that. So multi-uses for a lot of stuff here, guys. I do have to clean up the container because I have Q-tips in here and they are just everywhere. This was a small first aid kit that I took apart, and I just basically, I had 2 of these, so I put all different types of bandages in here. Butterfly bandages, normal ones, small ones, just to separate, keep things organized a little better. I have a whack of alcohol pads and cleaning pads. These are really good for cleaning the areas of wounds and stuff like that. Infection's a killer, so you gotta be careful of that. Like I say, I gotta do something about all this Q-tips. I just jammed them in here. I'm gonna tie them all together, keep them together. I don't know why. You can use those as multiple items. For help as a tool to treat wounds, tinder for your fire, all kinds of stuff. I have a small knife, utility knife. Not the greatest, but I got this for free actually, so I threw that in the kit. I have larger bandages here, all different types. These work really well, and some more all different types of large bandages for major wounds. And here is another Band-Aid kit, as you can see, just like the other one. These are neat. These are pretty good for just keeping that stuff in there all together. Q-tips. So we have some nice large wraps with the butterfly clamps. If you're bleeding out or something, you need something to hold that down. There you go. Perfect. I have another one of those. And all this stuff, guys, is basically from the dollar store. Here's a smaller one for arms, legs, whatever. I have a sewing kit with a bunch of different colored thread. And it actually has a small pair of foldable scissors in there, possibly for suturing. I have basically just a maintenance kit, a couple pairs of scissors, tweezers, toenail cutters, different things to pry stuff open. And that's all in a nice, I just threw everything in this little container because it's that way nothing gets, the scissors aren't bouncing around cutting stuff up, cutting your supplies up. Okay, here is another, basically the other part of the sewing kit. We have tape for the, if you wanted to tape the bandages on. We have a measuring tape. I have all the needles in here if you were going to suture something. And measuring tape was basically just part of it because I guess they thought it was for clothing. I have another roll of tape to wrap your bandages. I have smaller bandages, and I believe the white ones they have the antibacterial built right into the cotton or whatever fabric they use. More threads and needles. Okay. And basically in the bottom, I have a whack more of those bandages. So I'm going to clean out the Q-tips and all that good stuff, and then revamp this thing and add on, and any suggestions you guys can make, please do. And that's it for my current med kit. So tell me what you think, guys.